you want to turn the television off just to keep the visuals from haunting you?
Sure.
Do you think you're haunted by visuals of the television?
No, sir. I'm haunted by pills.
Haunted by pills? Pardon me. Do you see how I did that? Instead of going, I kept my mouth shut and did it to my body.
Good for you.
Like a man. How you doing, Mom? You okay?
I'm awake.
All right. Do you want to do this another time?
I'm ready.
Okay.
It's now or never.
This is Convos with Mom. My name is Aaron Adadero, and that's my mother, Miss Birdie Mae Allison. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Aaron.
We are back. We've had a week off. We were in San Diego, and you've had a few days off as well.
I have had a few days off.
You've been sleeping for a few days, Mom.
I was given some drugs, and woo, did I sleep.
Nice. Good.
Yeah, too much sleep. Yeah, but today, drug-free and wide awake, I hope.
This is take 2, by the way. Take 1, Mom started to tell us all about her stuff. Well, I fell in love with a cow and got a weird disease from that cow love.
That wasn't it at all.
All right, Mom. Well, you know what? We haven't done this in a little while, so let's just get back on the horse and try to do things. I have some stories here that I remember printing up, but I really don't know what they are.
Cool. Then we're both clueless.
We're both clueless. So let's go ahead and this is kind of like a throwback to our earlier styles, but let's see what we get. Are you ready?
I was born ready.
You were born ready? As soon as you popped out, you had like a catcher's mitt?
I said, I'm ready. Let's
Anybody
go.
else coming in there?
Yeah.
All right. Did you know about this? Sorry, making myself laugh. A Chinese startup by a guy named Ming Jiao Yi launched an AI-powered pet collar called Petty Chat. Did you know about this?
No, I haven't a clue about this.
The claim is that it translates the dog barks and the cat meows and the body language and their emotions into human language.
Really?
Yeah, it goes like, bitch, get up and feed me.
Oh, okay.
What else would a dog or a cat say?
I have no clue.
They claim it's 94 to 95% accurate.
Wow. So their AI is getting better when it comes to animals, huh?
I'm just sitting there in the quiet, and then I look over and my dog goes like, how do you feel about Tarantino films?
Yeah. Hey.
It's a deep thought. Dogs and cats aren't very smart. So let's talk about what could they really be thinking about.
I understand that cats are very smart.
But they have a very small agenda.
Well, not if they're able to have emotions. I'm sure their agenda has improved greatly.
All the cat wants to do is kill things and get into a box.
Well, that's when you look to see how the cat's looking at you.
Like, how many more days you got left?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what a cat does. So their body language, what is this thing saying, do you think? I mean, what is it telling you? What does the translation sound like? It's like, I am hungry. I mean, is that...
that maybe it's approaching upon time when cats become the master and you become the pet.
Wow. That's aliens. Aliens will eventually come down and make us the pets. That's the song. We'll make great pets.
Oh.
You know that song?
Never heard that song.
Yeah, we'll make great pets. But porno for pyro. Thank you. I don't know why I know that, but I do. We'll make great pets is a song about, about aliens coming down and how we'll be very entertaining to them.
I think that some humans would not make great pets.
If your animal could suddenly leave a review, like a Yelp review.
It would say, my master's the greatest.
My master. Was he black?
No.
What is this, like a slave ownership?
Yellow cat.
My master. What is it? My
owner. I'll change it. My
Birdie Mae, how old are you?
Is wonderful. I am 87.
Okay, so let's go ahead and forgive you for that one, my master.
87 and 2 months.
But a dog would have an owner, I think, or even some people go as far as to say, I'm their mommy.
No, I never said that about my animal.
I know that, but that's what they say now. I'm saying, I'm giving you an insight to
It's
today's
my other
people.
child. Can I have them insured?
This is my child Fido, right?
Yes.
And Fido has a lot on his mind.
Yes.
And what
But
does he
there's
say?
a lot of humans that I think care more about their animals than they do their humanoids.
That's true. It's like a movie. If somebody like kills an animal in a movie, people are very upset.
It's true.
And then if you blow up like an entire battalion, they're all like, well, cool effects. Right? They really don't give a damn. I got to worry about my cursing now. I'm kind of finding myself worried about the YouTube algorithms.
Well, you should worry about your cursing anyway. Nothing to do with you.
There's nothing wrong with cursing, and depending on what part of the world it's part of the culture.
Depends on the kind of cursing, I think.
Well, the kind of cursing. What do you mean?
Well, there's cursing that's, I would think, is disrespectful, and there's cursing that's just mean, hateful.
Do you think an animal would curse at you?
Probably if they could.
They listen, bitch, I'm tired of this dry kibble.
Probably so.
Well, probably so. I think that if your dog, there's an Up. Do you remember the movie Up, the cartoon?
I do remember that.
They have a dog that has a little collar that talks. They all talk. All the dogs have collars that talk.
Right.
And he goes like, I love it here. You are a good master. And he does say master.
He does say master.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'm the one that's just sounded weird coming out of your mouth. A white lady going like, I'm your master.
Yeah.
It made me fearful for all the colored folks around here.
Well, I think that you consider yourself to be the master of your household, I think.
Yes, I am the masturbator of this household.
No.
No. Again with the no. Hey, don't ruin my fun, okay? Ready? Are you ready for another one, Mom? If wearing a bikini gets you free admission at an exhibit, how long before every museum becomes filled with naked people?
Wonder what kind of exhibit it would be for some people to be entered in a bikini.
You want to try that again? Well, anything, if you say it's ladies' night and the ladies show up. You know why they have ladies' nights, right?
Because there's no men there.
That's right. Then they want more men to show up.
Oh, so men show up for ladies' night?
You say it's ladies' night, and that way the men will show up. That's why you do that. This is a marketing thing. Women go like, oh, it's ladies' night. We should all go there, Bernice.
It was for ladies only.
No, it's not ladies only. They say ladies' night, and guys go like, oh, that place is filled with ladies. We got to go in there.
In bikinis.
Anyway, the Foundation Baylor near Basel, Switzerland. This is a real place. They held a one-day Day of the Bathers event tied to its Cezanne exhibition featuring his series, The Bathers. So visitors were encouraged to attend in swimwear.
I'm wondering if they were wearing those swimsuits that we saw last night when those ladies were marching across the stage in those one little ribbons down their boobies and across their bottoms.
Ribbons down their boobies and bottoms. I love that book.
You saw those bathing suits. The only thing is on the one lady who wasn't so huge.
Huge.
She bounced across there kind of good. But those with the bigger boobies, I was wondering if the little straps were going to stay on there or not.
You'll have a worry about, what is this with bigger boobies? You had said this before. A bra, you argued earlier in a different show that a bra loses its beauty when the breasts are too big because you no longer see the lace and the intricate design because the boobies are in the way.
It's because when you see, especially a lady with a bikini on like that lady had on, you think, well, no longer are the people looking at the bikini to purchase it.
Right.
They're wondering if those big old boobs are going to bounce their way out of there.
This is the argument of the gay man designer. They're like, listen, I just want to make clothes. I don't want boobies in my way. And so they'll make clothes that are kind of for flat-chested people, female clothes. And then if a model walks in with a little bit of a chest, they get upset.
This is true.
And so they're like, well, can we get somebody that doesn't have any tits at all?
Well, a long time ago, that's what the models were. They were very small fake-breasted ladies that were modeling all the stuff. Now you have these ladies who look like they're carrying basketballs down the runway.
Basketballs? That's basketballs.
And the thing is that they probably didn't come naturally that way. They found someone that would help them get...
Well, the women we saw yesterday were natural. I'm here to tell you I know the difference.
Oh, do you?
Yes, I know, but there's a difference. A fake breast is much more rigid and less, happy.
Well, they might have should have looked for a few of those ladies in, because these two ladies that
they were bouncing around everywhere, right?
Were bouncing everywhere.
Yeah, those are natural. Those are fresh. Fresh out of the oven.
Yeah, they were too fresh.
Too fresh out of the oven. Not cooked enough, huh?
Well, they were too fresh for that bikini. Let's put it that way.
All right, fair enough. So, again, this story really, we didn't even talk about it. There was a museum filled with half-naked people because they gave free admission to people if they were wearing their bathing suit, and people showed up in hardly any clothes.
This is true.
This is true. That's the story I'm telling you.
Yeah. I heard about that.
Oh, you did hear about that?
Yeah.
You heard about that. All right. So let's move on then, I guess, huh? Did you know about that one?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
I knew about that one. Let's do an ad and get it out of the way since we're about 12 and a half minutes. You ready for this?
I think we should.
This episode is brought to you by Uppercuts, located at 550 Main Street in El Centro. A great haircut isn't just about looking good, it's about walking out feeling confident. That's why so many locals trust Uppercuts for clean fades, sharp lineups, classic cuts, and attention to detail that keeps customers coming back. Uppercuts has built a reputation for quality work, a welcoming atmosphere, and affordable prices. It's family-friendly, accessible, and walk-ins are always welcome. Open Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Call Gilbert at 760-960-7201 or stop by 550 Main Street in El Centro. Uppercuts, clean cuts, friendly service, local pride. You know Gilbert, Mom.
I do know Gilbert. He's cut my hair twice.
He's cut your ear, too.
He did cut my ear.
Sorry, Gilbert.
I'll always remember Gilbert. But the haircut was nice.
Said the lady with only half an ear.
With only half a ear.
No, that was a complete accident. You turned your head.
I did. I turned my head and whoop, I got the sharp scissor.
You got the clippers. Or was it a scissor?
It was a scissor.
It was a scissor, really?
It was scissor cutting my hair, and I...
and you turned?
Turned my head to...
What were you looking at?
His beautiful wife.
You were looking at his beautiful wife.
Telling her something about what was going on down the street, and whoop, went my ear.
Well, next time, maybe his wife should not hang out. Well, that's a barbershop. You got to hang out, right?
Oh, no, she was fun.
She was fun. She probably still is.
Yeah, she still is.
All right, thanks, Gilbert.
Thank you, Gilbert.
Yeah, we ready to move on?
Sure.
All right. Wrong button? That's your ear. All right. How about this one? Did you know about an Idaho man who is a record holder for Guinness World Records? Do you know about this guy?
Well, what did he do?
An Idaho man and serial record holder, David Rush, set the Guinness World Record for the longest time balancing a running chainsaw on his chin.
He had a big chin?
He had a running chainsaw and a big chin. He did it for 4 minutes and 1 second.
Well, maybe he was a huge Idaho man. Had room on his chin.
Yeah, but it's still a running chainsaw.
This might have been a little tiny running chainsaw.
Well, I don't know. It doesn't say what size it was. It wasn't like miniature. It just says running chainsaw.
Well, if he had the handle on his chin and the blade was elsewhere, he probably could do it.
Well, that's the only way you could do it. There's no other way to do that. Sorry, Mom. You can't have the running blade on your chin and go like, look, it's just sitting there.
Well, that's why I said earlier that, we have humans on this earth that probably wouldn't make very good pets.
That's an exceptional pet. Thank you. I've been watching. Look at that. He's putting a chainsaw on his chin. Aren't they adorable? So this chainsaw had to be running with the blade engaged throughout the attempt, and it was required to cut wood before the record officially began.
Oh.
So Rush performed the stunt during his son's soccer practice, with a safety crew standing by to disconnect the saw if it fell.
Well, that would have been exciting.
Like it just drops right on his head.
That's right. The baseball team would have had a freak show.
If your dad balances a running chainsaw on his chin at soccer practice, are you automatically exempt from all future embarrassment? I mean, that's a weird thing to do in front of your son's team, right?
Yeah, I would think that would be one of the worst.
I wish my son would love me a little more than he does. He doesn't seem to like me at all. Maybe if I do this at his practice, he'll think I'm cool.
Maybe he thinks you're crazy.
He's all, hey, look, son, it's still running.
Yeah. Say, hope my crazy dad doesn't come today.
I just made myself laugh. Mm-hmm. You know what the Darwin Awards are? This is an actual thing. You know who Darwin is?
I do know who Darwin is.
Okay, so the Darwin Awards are given to people that do stupid things and cause themselves harm. So, meaning they are taking themselves out of the evolutionary race by being really dumb.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You win a Darwin Award by like saying, well, the last thing you say is like, look at me, and then you're dead because you did something dumb. That's a Darwin award-winning movement.
Oh.
Get it? You're dumb. You win a Darwin Award for being dumb and killing yourself.
I would say crazy.
So this one is, Guinness keeps proving records like this. At what point does the organization become less celebrating human achievement and funding the world's Darwin Awards?
Well, maybe there's too many people and they're funding for those.
There is too many people. That's a good call.
Terminating people through the Darwin Award.
Well, there's a lot of people on the earth. Is there too many people?
Oh, sometimes I think there's way too many people. Depends on where you are, I guess.
8 billion. But if you're in Japan, you're losing numbers. Their population is falling.
Well, that may be a good thing.
We've reached a point of where, we've peaked maybe.
Yeah, too many people.
Did you know education is I just happen to know this. I'm sorry that I do. The more educated you are, the less children you have.
Yeah, because you want all the money for yourself.
I don't think it has to do with money. I think it has to do with that you are have other things on your mind than just constantly fucking.
I guess so.
I mean, if you don't have any education, you're just like hanging out. I'm just hanging out here around 7-Eleven with my beer in my hand, and every day is a potential new suitor.
I guess.
I don't know. I'm making fun. I guess I'm trying to make jokes here, but that is a true thing. The more education you have, the less children you have.
Well, yeah, because you're busy doing other things. You're not making babies.
You also know maybe what the result in making too many babies is.
Maybe so.
You're too smart. You're like, listen, if I keep having babies, I'm going to be broke.
There you go.
I mean, if you're not thinking about it, you're like, I have 12 babies. How old are you? 15?
You not only have to feed those babies, you got to make sure that they have all their needs. So that takes money, honey.
You have to name them, too. That's confusing.
That's right. They do need a name.
Unless you're George Foreman, you just name them all George.
Name them all George.
George, tell your brother George to stop pitting on George.
There you go.
I think his daughters are that, too.
They're named Georgettes.
And I think Georgina. I could be wrong, but I think that's right. You can't name your daughter George.
Georgette.
All right, let's move on. How does a quadruple amputee pro cornhole champion end up shooting someone dead in the front seat of his own car? Do you know about this one?
No, and I don't think I even got the beginning of that.
He's a quadruple amputee, meaning like all 4 of his limbs have been cut off at some point.
Well, no, I don't know how he could do that.
And he's also a cornhole champion, professionally.
I guess he puts the little things in his mouth and twists his head and throws it. And
well, he doesn't have nubs at his shoulders. He's He's got stubs.
Oh, well, I guess he can still do that.
I've seen a picture because everything you're asking is the right question. Because I'm like, how does this guy even maneuver around the planet? So I've seen a picture of him, and he's got the fake space legs because of his legs end at his thighs, roughly, right? So he can walk around. And he's got 2 nubs that are long enough for him to kind of pinch a cornhole together like this. And then he tosses them, and he's better than everybody on the planet.
Well, you just have to look at it this way. If everyone was born that way, then you would learn how to utilize those stubs, as you call them. So he's probably had a lot of practice in doing
stubs.
it.
What else do you call them?
Well, I don't know.
You think I'm being rude by calling them stubs?
I don't know.
Nubs. How about nubs?
doesn't matter. I'm just saying you can learn to utilize whatever life has given you.
Sure, but he's not beating other people that have stubs. He's beating everybody.
Well, he's learned good.
Okay, so this is not the story, though, even though that should be the story, right? The story is this. Dayton Weber, he's 27, a professional cornhole player in the American Cornhole League and the first quadruple amputee to compete at that level, was arrested after a fatal shooting in Maryland on March 22nd. Authorities said Weber shot and killed a 27-year-old Braddock person, Michael Wells, a passenger in his vehicle, during an argument. The victim was later found in a yard. So if he's got no hands, how does he shoot somebody in his car? And how's he driving at all?
Well, that's a good question.
All of those things. What's happening with this guy? Is he like magical?
Maybe. I wouldn't know how to answer
Come on,
that.
let me hear you theorize on this. Go ahead.
I have no theory on that. That how could he shoot a gun? I don't know.
He's literally no hands and no feet, and he still managed to draw, aim, and fire on a person that's sitting next to him.
It's scary, huh?
What kind of gun does he have?
I don't know.
Come on, Mom. Something.
Well,
Give it some thought.
an air gun. I don't know.
An air gun. Maybe he's got like a blow dart in his mouth.
Maybe so.
It's like most powerful
I don't
lungs
know.
ever. Since
would
I have
think
no
so.
limbs now, I have the most powerful lungs on the planet.
Well, that's kind of a sad story.
It's an odd story.
It is odd and sad
What are you doing hanging out with that
and
guy?
unbelievable.
Yeah, Weber was indicted on first-degree murder and related firearm charges. His attorneys claim self-defense, but he was held without bond after extradition from Virginia. This is a real story, a real dude, a real profession, real amputee, real dead person.
And a real shooter.
And a real shooter. You got it, Mom. Anyway, it's pretty strange, though, huh?
That is strange.
What's more strange, that a guy with no hands can shoot somebody, or that there's a professional cornhole league?
Well, I'm sure there's a professional cornhole league. A lot of people play that, but this man is an exceptional man when it comes to that. And I guess also when it comes to shooting people.
He's good at shooting whatever.
Yeah.
Give him a little beanbag or a gun.
There you go.
Yeah, but give him. How do you think he'd do a bow and arrow?
Well, if he can shoot a gun and kill someone, he might
He'd
be
put
able
his
to
stubs.
manage a bow and arrow.
He'd put his stubs in one side and put his teeth on the draw.
Maybe.
And then he would like just elongate his body to shoot straight.
That's right.
Nothing holding that guy back at all, huh?
Yep.
Is that a sad story? You said it was sad, huh, Mom?
And it is kind of sad
I think it's hilarious.
and unbelievable.
Unbelievable. All right, very good. Let's move on, Mom. We saw this on the news a few times. I didn't see it on the news when I printed out the story, so let's go ahead and just talk about it. The United Airlines flight UA-236, a Boeing 767 from Newark, New Jersey, to Spain, Palma de Mallorca, was about an hour airborne late Saturday when crew announced all passengers must turn off their Bluetooth devices, or the flight would return. Do you know why?
Somebody used the word bomb.
That's right. A discoverable Bluetooth device broadcasting the name Bomb, B-O-M-B, reportedly a teenager's speaker, a little like Bluetooth speaker, visible to passengers and crew.
And it said bomb.
Yeah, he named his device Bomb.
Well, that would scare me.
Would it scare you? I mean, I think you're going to turn the whole flight around. You're going to be like, I'm so angry with you, I'm going to teach you a lesson and turn this flight around. Oh, it's like, was this an old man in a car? You don't shut up back there, I'm going to turn around and go home, right? You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Just take the thing away from him. I'm going to Mallorca.
Well, how do you know
off.
that it wasn't put there by someone else and the kid just happened to be
Once you discover it said Bomb and it was just his Bluetooth device that for his portable speaker, and he thought, I made a joke, and you'd be like, people are pissed off at him. Does that mean you turn around the whole flight?
No, just open the door and toss him out.
You know, I'm not disagreeing with you. This is ridiculous, right? This is what they did. The plane declared a general emergency, U-turned over the Atlantic, landed back in Newark. Passengers were re-screened, bags removed for inspection, and the flight eventually continued hours later after they made sure there was actually no bombs in there.
Well, I think that sometimes we may be overcautious, but then again, maybe sometimes we're not cautious enough.
Okay, so this is a good point, Mom, because I'm thinking to myself, you know what? Why are you turning around? I'm going to Mallorca. Do you know what Mallorca is?
I do not.
It's an incredibly beautiful island just off the coast of Spain, sitting right there in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, and it's just like a place where people go to relax. Think of like Las Vegas on an island. It's beautiful there. And I'm heading from New Jersey to Mallorca to enjoy myself, and this little prick makes a dumb joke. Now I have to suffer? Why am I getting punished?
Well, better safe than sorry, I
Better
guess.
safe than sorry. This guy has a Bluetooth speaker.
How old is this guy?
He's a kid, 12, 13, 14, I don't know.
Yeah. Old enough to look at some of these people who are shooting people are in there just teenagers, so.
Are we allowed to punch him on the way out?
Never know.
And that's, I mean, that might be worth it. A free shot to the chops.
Well, I look at it this way. Some people, like me,
Yeah.
don't like getting on an airplane.
Okay.
And every bump that plane hits in the air, your heart stops beating a beat or two. And then you hear a speaker go off somewhere in the plane and says, bomb. Yeah, that would probably scare the shit out of me.
No, nothing said bomb. It was just listed. So like when you open up your phone and you say Wi-Fi accounts, say I want to connect to the Wi-Fi here, right? And then it has all the list of the possibilities, whatever.
So the pilot's the only one that sees that?
No, everybody can see it because they all have a phone that can connect to a Wi-Fi. He just had a Wi-Fi router that said bomb. One thing was saying bomb. There was no bomb. He just named it that.
Well, I still find it to be a little bit scary and unusual that somebody would do that.
Yeah, okay. So
I'm for turning around and going back.
Wow. I can't believe that.
Yeah, that's me.
I'd rather blow up over the water than to give this kid.
I want to go back and then shake the living shit out of the kid.
Shake?
Yeah.
I'm beating that kid. I'm beating the brakes off that kid. It's over for you, buddy. All right, Mom, let's move on. How about this? Do you know about the France drunk driving thing?
The France?
Yeah, it's France. It's a France drunk driving thing. It's police in Saône-et-Loire, a rural region in central eastern France, issued a public warning via social media about wild deer and other animals consuming fermented or rotten fruits, buds, and decaying vegetation in spring, and actually walking around piss drunk.
Well, I guess that's possible.
It's not just possible, it's an actual story.
So what's the deal? What are they doing? Arresting the animal?
No, they're saying to you, the human, be careful. There's some fucking drunk people out there dressed in deer outfits.
Oh, I see.
And they're not people. I'm saying they're actual animals. They're drunk animals.
I see. Okay.
The animals are like, are you looking at me?
So not only do they have to watch out for this sane, undrunked animal.
Do you say undrunked? Sober, maybe?
Oh, sober, that's the word.
Thank you. Undrunked.
They have to look for the sane, drunked animal.
Listen, officer, I'm undrunked.
That's right.
I've had negative drinks. Yeah, they say the animals are exhibiting erratic road behavior, including sudden crossings, inconsistent trajectories, and spinning in circles, which police described as totally unpredictable and likened to a forest aperitif. They're getting high and drunk out there.
Yeah. And I guess, you laugh at my undrunked. I think that's the same as saying
unalived.
A dead person is unalived.
Unalived. Well, I told you about that.
Yeah. So I know. Undrunked, unalived.
Yeah. This is like, if a kid asks you, are you a good cooker? And there's no such thing as that word, but it's obviously.
There is a cooker.
It follows
it's
the rules.
It's a pan that you put on.
It's a pan.
But anyway, unalived is my new favorite word.
Well, these animals aren't unalive. They're just drunk.
They're undrunked.
They're not undrunked. The officials urge drivers to stay vigilant. They're worried that these drunk animals are going to walk out into the road and people are going to hurt themselves by running them over. You know?
I know. Or maybe kill one of those animals who isn't realizing what he's eating or drinking.
The French aren't they're trying to save animals.
They're trying to save people.
That's right. They're just letting you know they're drunk.
I got that.
We're not trying to save anybody.
I'm 87. I'm not stupid.
Look at these fucking drunk skunk. We are lucky we don't eat you.
Little drunk skunk.
That's my French accent, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Je suis pardon, no fucking drunk.
Jeez.
Making myself laugh. Officials urge drivers to stay vigilant, especially at night on secondary roads, noting it's a seasonal phenomenon that can lead to dangerous collisions. They shared video footage of a stumbling, circling deer as evidence. They're like, see how drunk he is? Be careful out there.
Yeah. Well, I think that a lot of states, maybe they don't have drunk animals, but they still have to watch out for them on some of those out-of-the-way roads.
That's true. There's no horses that are drunk in France. You know why? Because they're busy eating them.
Oh, God.
French people love a horse.
Do they?
Oh, yeah. Horse meat? They're like,
Like some people eat dogs.
In fact, they're doing it on purpose. They walk up to them, they're like, hello, would you like some wine?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Why not eat a horse, though? It's an animal.
It is an animal. I don't know why they don't.
Why we don't eat horses? Why in our culture do we go like, oh, gross?
Because we need one animal to make the glue out of, and that's the horse.
That's right. We you know what? We have glue shortages in this country.
We need glue.
Can be eating our glue.
Can be eating that.
Very good. How about another one, man? How do you go from a gifted teen mixing rubbing alcohol in his garage to the FBI showing up in hazmat suits? Do you know about this?
No.
A 17-year-old UC Irvine pre-med student who started college at 13 and runs a YouTube channel for science experiments had a home chemistry setup in his family's Irvine gated community rental in the garage. And when people saw it, they called the authorities.
Why?
Well, his name is, ready? Almalvin Fritz. That sounds like a German dude, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to blow up everybody because it looks like a bomb-making facility.
Oh, really?
It's just a science experiment, but they thought he was making bombs in there.
So what did they do?
The FBI showed up and shut it down for like a whole week, searched everything.
And then they let him reopen?
He's a UC Irvine student. He's just making YouTube videos, reopen.
He's a smart kid.
He's just in there going like, if you put the Mentos in the Coke bottle, it will shoot out. He's making science videos.
Okay. Not any worse than some of these other videos that I've seen on TV.
A landlord or maintenance worker spotted the lab materials, including rubbing alcohol, acetone, Epsom salts, and cyclutatarini, whatever the hell that is, called police over suspicious items and possible writings that escalated to Orange County Fire Authority, FBI Hazmat, WMD teams, and a multi-day investigation suspecting nerve agent precursors.
Oh, wow. Well, maybe it's a scary bunch of stuff to mix together.
I mean, if you don't know what it is, I guess. But
I guess.
If I walked into a room and it had like a tube of lotion, some rubbing alcohol, a bag of Epsom salts. You think I'm making a bomb? No. This is just stuff that people have in their house.
I would think you probably have very bad feet and you were getting ready to soak them.
That's right. So, right. It's kind of like, what does this guy think? Is it because the guy's name is Almalvin Fritz?
Maybe. I mean,
it's not like it's a Muslim name. It's a very German name. What is Almalvin? Have you ever heard of this before? Amalvin. That's a name.
I have not.
Almalvin.
That's a pretty cool name.
Wow, interesting. No active experiment was underway. No charges were filed. Fritz and his family called it misunderstanding, with the teen saying he's just a kid interested in science, aiming to cure cancer someday.
There you go.
Is that what all villains say?
Yeah. Hey.
They're like, listen, I'm going to cure cancer someday.
There you go.
That's what all the AI people are saying?
Yep.
And it's kind of cool. You know how many cancers they've cured with AI so far?
I don't think any.
0. That's right. This kid's trying to cure cancer in his garage, and we roll up like it's a Breaking Bad spinoff. Do you know what Breaking Bad is?
I do know Breaking Bad.
Have we officially reached peak gifted Asian kid with beakers equals domestic terror threat?
Yeah.
Is he an Asian kid? Fritz?
I don't know.
It's a German name.
I would think so.
Maybe it's a German man and his Asian mother.
Maybe so.
And Almovin is some kind of like, I don't know, like Pakistani Muslim name.
It could not.
I mean, it's possible, right?
It's
I've never heard that
possible.
name before in my life.
It's possible.
Almalvin, A-M-A-L, Amalvin.
I bet there's a lot of names out there you've never heard in your life.
It's Azwipe. Nobody gets it right. Anyway, that's happening out there. People are afraid that there's a Unabomber next to him.
Yeah, I can see that. I wonder if it had some kind of odor to it, and that's what alerted them.
What is this Epsom salts? Can you make a bomb out of it? Oh, no. Who does he call, I wonder? Orange County Fire Authority? He's in Orange County. There's some white people around there.
Yeah, Irvine.
But it said he was the landlord or maintenance worker. There's quite a big difference, right?
There is.
A landlord's probably named like, Aloysius Thompson. And the maintenance worker is probably like, Alfonso Tomsineski.
Jeez, maybe.
I mean, I'm just saying the landlord and the maintenance worker, there's quite a different,
Yeah,
social.
there is a different, yeah.
Either you have enough money to own $1 million properties in California, or you have barely enough money to pay for the car that got you there.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, I'm just saying.
To clean the swimming pool.
Who is the story fooling a landlord or maintenance worker?
Yeah.
Get out of here with that. Last story, Mom.
Okay.
At what point does sharing the skies become a terrible group project when a sightseeing Cessna flies through your paraglider? You know about this?
No.
Do you know what a paraglider is?
I do.
Okay. You know what a Cessna is?
A small airplane.
That's right. A 44-year-old Austrian paraglider was flying near Peisendorf in the Austrian Alps when a Cessna 172 collided with him and shredded her canopy.
Well, if she's in the Alps, I'm sure she's high up. Maybe shouldn't be that high up to be paragliding around, and that would probably be the area that most of the Cessnas would take so that they were not in the path of the larger planes.
Well, let's say this.
So she's kind of at fault, I think.
Okay, let me be devil's advocate here and say a paraglider can't go up. You agree with that? It's got to stand at the highest part and then glide down.
Well, yeah, but still, she doesn't need to be that high.
Well, what's the plane doing that low?
Depends on how high the mountain is.
Well, yeah, but it can't be that high. I'm just saying, the plane had to be going like, hey, watch me do this cool maneuver.
I don't know, when you're going to San Diego and you see those signs that say speed checked by air, whatever.
Yep.
And sometimes you look up and there's a little Cessna plane flying along there. I would say they're pretty low.
Yes, I would say that too, but I'm thinking that maybe the trajectory of the paraglider will not take them out over the air you're still going to be close to the mountain as you glide down.
Well, maybe the pilot was just wondering what it was and got too close.
The collision was captured on video after being sent into a spiral. She deployed her reserve parachute and made a safe emergency landing with only minor injuries.
Who took the video?
It's somebody that's not helping. Nobody that's taking
Somebody's
videos helping
still standing on the mountain?
Yeah, all the videos we have is a bunch of people not helping. It's just so ridiculous. The 28-year-old pilot also landed safely. Austrian authorities opened an investigation and filed a negligence-related injury charge against the pilot.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So let's take it back. Think about this as a picture, right? So you have a mountaintop, and there's a paraglider, right?
And a guy doing a video.
And the guy doing a video, and this lady, jumps off, and she's going to be relatively close to the mountain all the way down. Wouldn't you agree? I mean, she can't.
Depends on the wind.
Well, no, she can't fly up.
Yeah, but the wind can take her far out.
The wind could take her far out. That's true. Well, I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about then. I mean, you think if you're in a Cessna, a little plane, that you would be nowhere near the ground, even if it was a slope of a mountain. You would be up in the air. I don't want to hit anything. I don't want to die today. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
What are you doing down there?
maybe the pilot in the plane knows all the spaces that it can fly through, that it's not going to hit the app. Or
maybe he's on a date. He's like, watch this.
A floating lady
I
floating
did this
down.
maneuver. Or maybe that was his ex.
Or maybe the video guy was on the plane.
If your hobby requires a backup parachute, is that a good hobby?
I would not think so.
I mean, you're on a paraglide, so you have a backup. I mean, that fall, if the fall is going to be short, I don't think you're going to have time
For a backup parachute.
for your backup parachute to catch any air. Because it's got to catch air too, right?
Well, then they could say, oh, the backup parachute didn't unfold or whatever.
What are these Austrians doing over there?
Obviously, paragliding and flying in little Cessnas.
Man, I mean, they must have a lot of money. I mean, this is a rich man and woman sport, right?
And then someone standing close by with a video camera.
Amazing. They're just like, oh, look at Useldorf.
Maybe it was a stage thing for their next video.
My accents are off today. Oh, Dusseldorf, you be careful of the Cessna.
That's
It
right.
sounds like a little Mexican now.
Okay.
Which is more insulting, getting hit by a plane or surviving and immediately become content for everyone's video taking?
That's probably what they were after.
They're all just like 24 people filming it. They're like, oh,
Everybody's after that video.
I'm going to get views now.
Yeah,
Everybody's after views and clicks, aren't they?
that's right.
Anyway, that's bizarre. Austrian people.
Well, now everybody in the whole world knows that trick. So, when are we going to read about that happening in another place where there's a power glider?
A power glider. I like it. It's a paraglider, but I like yours better. A power glider.
You got to have some kind of power behind them to glide it down.
Well, they're supposed to be just riding the breeze.
I've seen those people in the San Diego Mountains kind of flying around out there.
Yeah, but it's like flying down, though. Then you got to ride up to the hill.
That's right.
It's like a one-way ticket.
So the guy doing the video's got to be at the bottom.
The Cessna
videoing
is
you
a
come
two-way
down.
ticket, though. You power your way up and then land down.
That's right.
The power glider, as you put it, is a one-way ticket.
Well, I'm for the little Cessna guy. The power gliders should have checked if there was any Cessnas in the area before they jumped.
Yeah, look at you. See any planes? That's a good point, Mom. If I saw planes flying around, I'm like, well, I'm not jumping off there.
I'm not leaving this little mountain.
All right. Well done, Birdie Mae. That's it.
Oh, cool. That was pretty quick.
43 minutes.
43 minutes, and I'm not asleep. Woo.
Yes. You've been drugged out of your mind.
I know.
I took you on a drive yesterday. You were just slobbering all over the stuff.
I tell you, I think I've slept more in the last 3 days than I have most of my life. 24 hours a day I'm sleeping.
Well, this is what you get for having fun in San Diego.
I guess so, but it was fun.
You went to San Diego, and they're like, the gods said, that's enough fun for you.
And watch the Padres lose.
Yeah, well, we left before. They looked terrible.
Sad.
We had shut out.
But I'm happy for Tatis. He finally hit a home run.
He finally hit a home run in D.C. He's got to hit one at home now.
So that was great.
What I'm happy about, if we want to go there, is that he smashed it.
He did smash it.
It wasn't like barely over, it wasn't inside the Parker.
He
that
made
ball
up
flew.
for all the times he's missed. He made up for.
It was a bat drop of a hit.
But I think Manny hit one too, didn't he?
Yeah, but Manny's hit one before. We need Fernie to hit one. Manny's barely went over the fence. In fact, it hit the foul pole screen, if you recall.
And then dropped in
And then, but Fernando's went into 50
the next
rows
country.
Up. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Good for you, Tatis.
Okay, Mom. Well, that's it. Good job.
Okay, that's it, guys.
What else do we say at this point?
We say, have a good day.
Well-
Stay healthy.
But that's not what we say.
Stay out of the way of the
mean-
Cessnas.
If you want to say that's true, but no, I'm talking about more business related.
Oh, thank you, Gilbert, for sponsoring this session.
Okay, well, that's good. We got it out of the way, but what about our own stuff?
What about our own stuff?
Don't we
See
have
you
some-
next time?
No, don't we have some places for them to visit?
I don't know, do we?
Yeah, don't we have some social media stuff that we like for them to hang out at?
Oh, we hang out at Facebook, Substack.
Yeah.
What's the
Let me
other?
help you out here?
Yes.
All right, so Combos with Ma is available on Facebook, Substack. You can find me, Aaron Adadero, on things. Instagram also. You can see our YouTube channel. Like and subscribe to the videos there, yes?
Oh, that's right. YouTube.
What else? We have a podcast
On your
feed
phone.
on your phone. You listen to our podcast wherever you listen to podcasts.
Listen to your podcast wherever you listen to
There's
podcasts.
almost too much stuff, right?
Almost enough.
I mean, there's a Facebook, there's an Instagram, there's a Substack,
You have to remember, I've been sleeping for 2 days.
there's a YouTube channel, there is a podcast feed.
YouTube. Did you mention YouTube?
Yeah.
Don't forget YouTube.
So many things.
So many things.
Where do you guys hang out at?
I hang out on Facebook.
You do usually, right?
Yeah.
But there's also Threads. There's also X.
I've been trying that Threads thing. I
LinkedIn.
don't understand it.
I don't do all the places. I'm like, at what point do we just go like, okay, that's enough?
To me, Facebook is enough. But I do like YouTube. And
Yeah.
I get some little things from that Substack place. So I'm working on it.
That Substack place. You know, Substack's fun. It's its own ecosystem, so it's not really. What I've discovered is this. So people, if you and I have a thing called Convos with Mom or whatever you have, and you go like, well, I got to go and be on all the places so we can get as many people as possible, right?
Right.
The reality is nobody really cross-pollinates on stuff. See, if you hang out on TikTok, for example, you're not going to go do other things. Usually.
I've never been on TikTok.
Right. Well, if you're on TikTok, you're not going to go like, oh, let me go hang out on Substack now. And then later in the day, hang out on Facebook now. And then go hang out on YouTube for a while. It's kind of like you have your spot. You may kind of hang out a little bit here and there, but generally speaking, it's better just to find the one thing that you're enjoying and just stay there.
I stay on Facebook because
Right.
I don't understand all the rest of them.
So why do we do all of this stuff?
Because younger people like all that stuff.
Younger people?
Middle-aged people.
Well, what is your target audience, Mom?
Facebook, old people.
Old people. All right.
Old people who don't like to venture into the other things. I see a lot of my friends on Facebook are trying to share threads with me, but I don't understand threads.
Threads is like X. It's mostly written content, and it is owned by Meta, which also owns Instagram and Facebook. So
Yeah,
there's the triumvirate there. There's a Instagram, there's a Facebook, and then there's Threads. The only problem with Instagram is now it's slowly turning into TikTok.
I think I'm probably smart enough to do it. I think my problem is I don't have time to click here and move here and sign this.
Already
and
made
do
it.
this.
It's exactly my problem right now I'm having. I'm like,
don't
why
have
do I have to
time.
be on all these places to promote this show? Can't I just say, here we are, come hang out with us?
Yeah.
This is like, okay, so as an adult, I'll just say this. As a younger adult, I would never go on dates. I would never do any of that stuff. What I would always say is, I hang out here with my friends at this place. You know, I would love for you to come by and hang out. And that's all I would ever do. I would never go anywhere else. I wasn't trying to venture around looking for people. I'm here. If you want to hang out with Aaron, you come here to hang out with me. And that's how I would do it. So that's like, I want to use that same approach to this social media marketing thing and say, hey, come see us here. This is where we are. Why do I got to come hang out everywhere else?
It's true.
You know, like I'm here. If you want to be with me and hang out for 24 hours before I kick you out, then, you know, that's where you come.
All right. I think we're done.
Why? You don't like this conversation? All right, so listen, go to Substack. We're on the Substack. Convos with Ma is where we are. There are a lot of other people on Substack. It's a lot of cool writers and some video makers and some artists. But for the most part, it's a nicer place than where you're hanging out now. I mean, give it some time now, because lately I've been noticing some questionable human beings go like, what is this place? And they're just kind of like, oh, the trolls are starting to show up. But what are you going to do about it?
Okay. Or go to YouTube and ring those buttons and bows and bells and...
Touch our bells and buttons and bows?
Yeah.
Yep. All right, good job. Say bye, Mom.
Hi. Bye, Mom.
Bye and bye.